Sanctions are beginning to take hold in Russia after the invasion of Ukraine, and the actions of two unsuspecting countries are solidifying more world opposition against Vladimir Putin. I'll tell you about those two countries in a second. Plus, what's happening with China? Where are they in all of this? But first, what happened today? Negotiations between Russia and Ukraine went nowhere. After 5 hours, they ended with a commitment to meet again. The battles continue throughout Ukraine, and Vladimir Putin and the Russian economy are starting to see the first economic consequences of this invasion. The ruble is down 30% against the dollar. The Russian stock market didn't even open today and won't be opening tomorrow, and Russian interest rates skyrocketed from 9.5% to 20%. Some of this is the result of those economic sanctions from the United States, the UK, and the European Union, and it's just the beginning. The longer the sanctions are imposed, the harder it's going to get for Russia's economy and Putin, especially when unsuspecting countries start to jump in. Switzerland, a country with a strict policy of neutrality, imposed sanctions against Russia, freezing Russian assets in Switzerland, sanctioning Putin himself, and closing Swiss airspace to Russian flights. And Germany, which doesn't allow lethal weapons to be sent to conflict zones, decided to throw that rule out the window, agreeing to send thousands of missiles and rocket-propelled grenades to Ukraine to help them in their fight. I know you're thinking, but what about China? It's hard to really say. It is true Russia and China just 3 weeks ago declared their friendship has no limits, and China has been vocal against these sanctions that have been imposed on Russia. But in the last few days, China has also not sided with Russia at the UN Security Council meeting, instead choosing to abstain from a vote condemning Russia's invasion. I know abstaining doesn't sound like a big deal, but to people who watch these things, they say it could be a signal that Putin's actions and rhetoric may be testing how far China is willing to go with this relationship. We'll just have to wait and see how that one plays out. All of this to say, it's very possible, despite how much these sanctions ultimately hurt the Russian people, it doesn't appear that they'll deter Vladimir Putin from his current course of action.